Okay, so a few of you have asked for this, and this is a complete Blu-ray collection as it stands today. Now, I've got a few coming in the post in the next couple of days, so probably do another one of these, a bit more professional, a bit more sort of polished, shall we say. So I want to start off with, obviously, I'm standing on a chair. That's my feet. So you have to, if there's a crash in a minute, it's me just falling down. So we're starting off, obviously, with the Rocky box set at the end there. Everybody knows Rocky IV is the best film there does, and even though, confession time, I do think Mickey's death's a little bit sadder than Apollo's. So there, I've said it. That's my disclaimer. The film isn't good enough, but the death scene certainly is. So very, very sad moment. We got the Arrow release of Hellraiser 1 to 3 in a really nice box set, that one. There you go, you got the normal Arrow discs in there. The Stallone collection, which has got Cobra, Assassins, Tango and Cash, The Specialist and Demolition Man. Love Cobra. Proper 80s cheese. Assassins, not so much. Tango and Cash, absolutely brilliant film, love that. And Demolition Man as well, top film. Then we got the 30th anniversary of the Goonies. Let me see if I can sort out my... There you go. The 30th anniversary collector's edition of the Goonies, which I picked up from CEX for a bargain, I think it was. Love that version. Or love the case, anyway. Love the artwork on that. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, again another Arrow release there. Die Hard Quadrilogy. Yeah, missing out 5 because that's diabolical. Batman The Dark Knight Rises box set, unopened because I've got them somewhere else. That's actually up for grabs if anybody wants it. X-Men The Cerebro collection, which has got all 7 films in. Walking Dead, complete first season, love that. Drive, bought this for a couple of quid, not watched it yet, need to watch it, great film from what I'm being told. My Bloody Valentine, the first 3D film we saw at the cinema, we saw that in the, is it the Odeon in Leicester Square in London. Living Daylights, one of the best. I really like Timothy Dalton, you know. I love Living Daylights and I love Licence to Kill, but obviously I think Daniel Craig's probably my favourite at the moment. The Evil Dead, got a slipcase on that. Evil Dead 2, Evil Dead Army of Darkness, quality film. Wreck, again, or this is Wreck 2 rather. Love this. It's a Spanish horror, and it has been remade, Americanized, but they've changed it slightly. It's very religious orientated in the Spanish version, but in the American one it's not so much, more about like zombies and things, but in the original Spanish one it's very much religious, like a cult type thing. Great film. Classic American Werewolf in London, gotta have that in your collection. Got my 3D glasses there for my Sony TV, and that's my head. No, it isn't, it's the microphone. Creepshow 2 in the slipcase, brilliant. Again, 80s sort of horror. Lots of different stories, well, 3 different stories I believe. Great film, good memories of that. Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest, and Pirates of the Caribbean Curse of the Black Pearl, which is the first one. Inception, again, what can I say about Inception? Fantastic film. It Follows, I love this film. It's very it was released in 2015, I think. 2015, oh, 2014. Watched it in 2016, and it plays a proper homage to 80s sort of like creepy horror films. Very, very basic. Really sit down and watch it and just enjoy it and don't think too much of it, and that's it really. Predators, I bought this in when we were caravanning one year. Can't remember where I bought that, but yeah, I enjoyed that. Fast and Furious 7. There he is. There's our man. If you can focus on Paul, come on, focus on Paul. Come on, camera, focus on Paul. Don't focus on Paul then. Really enjoyed this. Really enjoyed it at the cinema. I thought they handled that death really, really well as well. So that was a nice ending to sort of like Paul Walker. Nice ending to Paul Walker. The Raid 2. The Raid 1 is fantastic. The Raid 2's okay. One of my favourite horror 80s film, Vamp, Grace Jones. It's got core DVD, get my words out, DD5 for in as well. This has got like postcards in it. Focus, damn it. There you go. Should have focused anyway. Couple of classics. Terrorvision and Walking Dead. It's American. Haven't watched it yet, but obviously seen it back in the day. And we got Young Guns. Fantastic. Emilio Estevez. Awesome film. The Expendables 2. I think I've got that on Steelbook as well, but we'll come to the Steelbooks in a minute. Fright Night 3D. Glasses on the floor, broken probably. Never mind. Still got those ones. Fright Night 3D with Colin Farrell. Yeah, Colin Farrell. Really enjoyed the remake. Obviously not a patch on the originals, but yeah, really enjoyed it. Free movie set Transformers. Transformers fantastic. Nothing's really come close to it after that, but yeah, I won't talk about that. But Transformers I love. Ghostbusters 1 and 2, haven't watched this version because I've got it on Steelbook as well. I'll possibly be offloading that. The Hulk, Dark Knight Rises. The Woman in Black, love this film. Saw that at the theatre as well. Breakfast Club, awesome. Vamp, again. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, fantastic film. Zombie flesh eaters and belching away here. Big Trouble in Little China, of course. Maniac Cop, Bruce Campbell from Evil Dead and the Evil Dead TV show, which is really, really good. The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension, fantastic film. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but love it. Tron Legacy, fucking wonderful film again. Really, really enjoyed that. The soundtrack is absolute killer. Mad Max Fury Road, I'm going to be offloading that because I got it on 4K downstairs. Great film, my film of 2015, apart from Force Awakens. The Fog, John Carpenter. American Ninja Classic 80s Cheese, 1 to 4. Brilliant films. Well, brilliant films, I'd say that. 1 and 2 and 4 are brilliant. 3 possibly can take a miss. It's the one that Michael Dudikoff didn't make, and it had some other guy, and he wasn't so good, even though he comes back in the 4th one and plays a really good part. So strange. I'm just going to change my positions because I'm standing on a chair, as you know, and I need to move to another chair. Oh, different angle. Right, so Transformers, Dark of the Moon, Turkey, and I've got it down there, so that is up for grabs. But it was £1 in Poundland, so that's how bad it is. I borrowed that off a friend of mine, haven't given it back, need to give it back. Day After Tomorrow, saw that at cinema, wicked film, love that to bits. Casino Royale, one of my favourite Bond films. Saw, classic. Dread, again, I missed that at the cinema. Gutted I missed that at the cinema, because that is an absolute fantastic fantastic action film. Hills of Eyes 1 and 2. Now, I've told this story many times. Hills of Eyes, me and my wife got married in Las Vegas, and about 2 hours after we got married, we went to see the Hills of Eyes at the cinema. So awesome film. Definitely one of the better remakes. Hills of Eyes, the original, doesn't really add up to much these days, but that remake really is outstanding, I think. Brilliant. Another fantastic sort of like remake, and another one that's up for grabs because I've obviously got it down there. First Class. The Disappearance of Alice Creed. Really enjoyed this film. It's got what's her name, Gemma Atherton in, and she's hot. Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man. Another copy of Tango and Cash. I'll probably keep that because I love the artwork on that. Love the case, love the film. Yeah, what more can you say about Tango and Cash? Cash and Tango. Days of Future Past, again, it's another one that I've already got, so I might be offloading that. Turbo Kids, fucking wicked film. Love Turbo Kids. Like a Mad Max on BMX. I think they bill it as, again, killer film, killer soundtrack. Anybody hasn't seen that and they're into sort of like 80s homage films, a Mad Max, and lots of blood, lots of guts, lots of gore. That is awesome. And I love the slipcase as well, all shiny and bright. Monsters, like a found footage type thing. Pretty good. Again, I think I've got that from Poundland. Then we're moving on to my steelbooks. Got the Expendables. Again, Expendables 2. The Amazing Spider-Man, which I quite enjoyed. It's not the greatest, but I appreciate that, but I quite enjoyed it. Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows Part 1. I got that Part 1 because it was very cheap at the time. I've got no other Harry Potters in my collection, but I do enjoy Harry Potter. It's quite good. Avatar, not quite good. It's very good, actually. Avatar. Fantastic film. The Warrior. This is a German variant of the Warrior. Sorry, it's a bit shiny there, isn't it? Killer film, so good. I think the advert on that said that it's all the Rockies rolled into one. I thought, yeah, bullshit. It's very good. That's all I'm going to say. Is it all the Rockies rolled into one? Possibly is. Star Trek Generations, I haven't watched that yet, but it's a steelbook. And then obviously First Contact, the best Star Trek there is ever. The remakes are pretty good, but that First Contact is killer. Excuse me. Drag Me to Hell, steelbook. Love that film again. Really good movie. Kick-Ass, complete collection not complete without Kick-Ass. Struggling to put it back in. There you go. My arm's killing, so I'm going to drop for a minute. Oh dear. Cool, Jason. My vlogs will continue. I'm not I haven't stopped with the vlogs. I just need to get a bit of mojo together to actually go and do one again. But they should be starting up real soon anyway. So back to it. Into the Darkness. Very good. I enjoyed that. I liked Cumberbatch in that as well as Khan. Riddick, a film I haven't seen ever. Hear really good things about it. I quite enjoyed Pitch Black, but yeah, all this talking. But I haven't seen Riddick, and I really must. Fast 5, the best Fast and Furious I think there is. Obviously The Rock makes an appearance in that and kills it. Teen Wolf, steelbook, love Teen Wolf. Skyfall, probably one of the weaker ones I felt of Daniel Craig, but still really good, and I think a lot of people like it. I'm just yeah, I'm on the fence with it really. Enjoyed it, but much prefer Casino Royale. I think it kind of like tried to live up to that. Well, I was hoping it would live up to that, and it didn't, because obviously Quantum of Solace was a bit of a no-show. But yeah, Rambo First Blood, gotta have a bit of Rambo in your collection. Rambo First Blood Part 2, and Rambo 3, of course, and Rambo, John Jay. Star Wars A New Hope Steelbook. Star Wars Empire, no it isn't. I'm telling a complete lie. Why is that not in order? Now OCD tells me that's going to be a problem. So we've got Revenge of the Sith, Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace, and of course The Force Awakens. Then we're moving on to Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones and the oh dear, terrible film. Raiders of the Lost Ark, not a terrible film. Temple of Doom, not a terrible film. Last Crusade, not a terrible film. The Dark Knight, couple of Ghostbusters I've got there. Got these from HMV. They were 2 for 25 quid. The sort of like remade steelbooks. Really like the way they look. Classic Ghostbusters, I am selling that one because I've got, well, I don't need 3 copies of any film, do I really? So yeah. They Live, classic John Carpenter film. Man of Steel, I enjoyed that. Not many people else did, but I enjoyed it. Flash Gordon, I'm hoping to get that signed by Brian Blessed actually. He goes to the sci-fi convention I go to every year apart from last year, and he's usually there to sign things, so I might take that this year. Classic The Burbs, Arrow release on Steelbook. Gladiator, I got that down from Western Supermare. When Shocks into Ghost, Matt Metropolis and Dan Central and Eli all met up. Good laugh that. Casino classic. Predator 2, enjoyed Predator 2. District 9, great film. Total Recall, fucking hell, my arm is killing me. Dark Knight Rises on Steelbook. The Avengers and The Age of Ultron. I think I've got that again as well. Have I? Have I? Yes, on the next shelf. So I'll come to that in a second. Guardians of the Galaxy, classic film. Well, not classic film, but will be a classic film because it's a very good film. Now, Captain America Civil War. Love this film. Cannot ever get enough of that. Absolutely love it. That needs to go in a protector actually. Creed, brilliant film. Enjoyed that. Sherlock. Then we got Nightmare on Elm Street. Then we got a few DVDs there. The Wraith with Charlie Sheen, one of Charlie Sheen's first films. Anybody remembers this? Anybody remember The Wraith? It's got Charlize Theron in it. No, Sherilyn Finn. Sherilyn. Yeah, Sherilyn Finn. God, this focus on this shite. Really, really good movie actually. 80s cheese again, and everybody knows I'm into 80s cheese. So Bubba Hotep, Creepshow 3, which isn't that good, but look at that full cover. Yeah, killer. Then I've got Mr. George Takei to sign me. To Steve, my best. George Takei. Lovely guy. Lovely guy. Right, I'm going to move that down to the second because I've got a few on there. And I will show you because this is a complete collection. Naturally. move some things out of the way. So I've got my PS4 games. Haven't got a PS4 no more, but I'm hoping to get one back anyway soon. So I will not be offloading any of these. Besides, I think they're fairly cheap, cheap to pick up these days. So we have The Walking Dead again, the first season. I think I've got the first season up here as well. Yeah, I think that was a CEX purchase for like stupid £1 or something crap. So Star Wars The Force Awakens 3D, if you can see that. Fright Night 2 on Digibook, 88 films, or it's not 88, 84. No, it's, I don't know who released this. How would I know? But it's a German copy, but it works. It's obviously in English and everything, so all good there. And it's got lots of nice pictures in it, so you can see nice pictures. It's got the DVD and the Blu-ray. It's actually quite expensive now, so that's all good. Fright Night, this has been re-released now. This is going for silly money on eBay. I'm really glad I picked it up when I did. Haven't watched this copy yet, but I will do. RoboCop, Steelbook. Everybody's got a RoboCop. Then we got Back to the Future 3. Fucking get these in order. Back to the Future 2, the best Back to the Future of them all. Cliffhanger, Stallone back to form. Then we have Avengers Assemble. Then we've got my Nova Media Thor The Dark World. Nova Media Captain America The Winter Soldier, again absolute gem of a film. And then we've got, I don't think this is Nova, Kamiyachi DVD. It's a steelbook, it's T2 steelbook, but Chucky and Jack Burton on the floor. I think they're damaged. No, they're not damaged, they're just resting. So that's it, guys. That's my Blu-ray collection. I will do a more polished version of this at some point, and hope you enjoyed it. There's me and Frederick Krueger, petrified face, having a laugh. Bastard. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll speak to you in the next video.